Hello and welcome everyone to this recording. So the following video is going to show you 3 different ways of how you can actually filter 2 different SAP BW queries from one to the other on a single dashboard. So all the dashboards are looking closely the same, but how they're filtering each other, that's slightly different. So the first way is really easy. So, I mean, if you think of a single query and you simply turn one sheet into something like I want to use that as filter, then this is exactly what's happening, right? You can simply filter within Tableau like you used to do that all the time. And for that example, it's not even using a single query, it's using 2 different ones. So it's the planning cube and it's a multi-provider, but both are referring to the same dimension. So both are having country level 01, which is the NW country, and this is the same thing for both queries. So that's why it's working, yeah, how you would expect that normally, right? So pretty straightforward for that example. The second one is a different example where both queries are not using the same country, right? So the sales and distribution query is not equally the same than the planning cube. It's a different country. It's a different country dimension within SAP BW. So how do you deal with that? Well, there are 2 different ways of how you can do that. So one is you can create a URL action. So once I'm filtering on Germany, it's opening up a new window, a new tab, and this is going to be filtered on what you clicked on. Of course, that's not really smart. So how you can do that a little bit better? I mean, one way would be you could simply add a link target self to it, and then you would need to make that a bookmark so that you can reuse that again. So once, if I'm doing that again, it will refer to itself. So the URL action will refer to itself so that it's not opening up not opening up a new tab. And of course, the self-referencing action needs to be implemented in the action filter itself. So there's a URL action, and within here, I'm using an embed so that yeah, it's no, well, that's not necessary. You can get rid of that. But the link target itself, that's the important point, right? So that it doesn't open a new tab. And then it's simply saying, well, filtering on country level 01. Once I'm clicking on something over here or on the whole query thing, please just filter on country level 0, which will apply to both sheets because yeah, it's simply the same URL again. But the thing with the self target is not really smart, right? End users will not like that part. So that's where the third option comes into place, which is simply the following. So this element didn't change. It's still using the same query, but the lower part, it looks like it would be a normal Tableau dashboard, but it's actually not. This one is a website object on Tableau, and it's using another dashboard which is in here. So in order to make that a little bit easier, let's go back to the workbook. So this is the dashboard I'm referring to within my dashboard. So let's have a close look here. So this element is a web page rather than yeah, a direct Tableau sheet. And it's simply using the dashboard I was just showing to you, right? It's simply implementing that URL over here. So why is that such a smart solution? Well, on the one hand side, it pops up quicker, the top part, because it will ask for that query first and then it will query the second one. But now you can still filter on certain countries by using the same URL logic, which is country or dimension name equals whatever dimension name you want to filter on. Yeah, it's just simply loading that below the viz rather than yeah, making use of the self-target URL logic at the end of the URL, right? So this is my preferred solution if you want to combine like two different queries from SAP BW on a single dashboard. And yeah, I will just show you the URL action one more time, but it's basically the same than you've already seen. Let me just make that a little bit bigger. So this is simply the dashboard I'm referring to, and then I'm saying please embed the whole dashboard so that you don't have the Tableau server header, right, which is that part over here, the blue part. Then I'm getting rid of the toolbar, which is everything you're seeing on top here: alert, edit, share, download. I don't want to see that either. And the rest is just straightforward. There's an object in that query below here, which is called country level 01. And this should equal to the field, which is called country level 1, which comes from the query sales and distribution. Okay, and once you've done that, one more time, you can filter on whatever you want, on one element, two elements, whatever it is, and you can filter from one query to another, which is using a different field, right? You just need to map it from, okay, this country 01 equals my deliverer country, and that's about it. Hopefully you liked it, and please give me feedback. Really looking forward to it. Thank you. Bye-bye.